Before TikTok, before Reddit, before your racist uncle discovered Facebook, there was a time when the internet was a lawless swamp of dial-up tones and psychological trauma. And at the murky bottom of that swamp crawled one legendary cryptid, Rotten.com, the granddaddy of gore, the Picasso of poor taste, and the reason why your older cousin's sense of humour got him locked up in the house of grippy socks and comfy padded walls. It was 1996. The internet was new, innocent, and full of promise. You could download a picture of a cat in only 45 minutes. Hell, if you had a good enough PC, you could even have the world's most laggy game of Duke Nukem 3D multiplayer. And then, someone named Thomas E. Dell, going under the pseudonym of Soylent, said, "You know what this place needs? Death photos. Oh, and a bunch of people's penises with various degrees of deformity." According to her own admittance, Rotten.com was launched to showcase the disturbing side of reality, which turned out to mean photos your therapist wishes you'd never seen. Minimalist design, no ads, no thumbnail, just terrifying blue hyperlinks daring you to click, like the world's most fucked up IKEA menu. There's no meatballs here, just the ever popular fuck of the month and a degloved hand. You can take it or leave it. Rotten.com quickly became the place to see things no sane person ever asked for. Autopsies, crime scenes, accidents, and whatever 2002 thought was edgy and provocative. It was like a museum, curated by the Grim Reaper after 3 Red Bulls and a line of the finest Colombian marching powder. During this era, Rotten.com got themselves into a number of inane legal battles, with large corporations trying to bully them into removing some of the infringing content. Burlington Coat Factory was among one of the first in 1999, citing a satirical article on who to sue being targeted at them as grounds for legal action. The Fox Corporation took objection to multiple images showing some of the first Rule 34 ever made, involving characters from the then brand new show, Futurama.
Shut up and take my money!
I'm not going to show it here uncensored because even I have to abide by community standards. But this kind of stuff is honestly pretty tame by today's standards. Among one of the stranger ones was the Coca-Cola Corporation, who initiated a cease and desist against Soylent for posting an image of a man getting sodomized by a glass Coke bottle. Personally, if I saw someone love my product enough to stick it all the way up their arse, I'd probably give them a brand deal. Oh, I'm gonna regret this when I finally make merch, aren't I? PETA, the misguided eco-warriors that they are, threatened legal action against the viral bonsai kitten satire page hosted on the site. Now, there's probably other people who have talked about it in way more detail than I have, but I'll summarise it. Essentially, it was saying they placed cats inside glass jars and they grew into different shapes, kinda like those weird cube watermelons you see being sold for an insane markup in Japan. Obviously, it was fake and done all in the nature of dark humour, along with poking fun at selective breeding for the aesthetics in animals. Still, Rotten.com wasn't just about gross out. It forced people to face mortality, ethics, and the unsettling truth that humans just can't look away from a train wreck, especially if it's been sensationalized like this. Other shock sites soon joined the feeding frenzy. CrazyShit.com for when you wanted gore and commentary written by people who thought subtlety was overrated. BestGore.com, which later got its owner arrested for breaking obscenity laws within Canada, proving you can, in fact, go too far on the internet. And the infamous and utterly depraved Two Girls, One Cup, spewed both figuratively and literally into the mainstream, which scarred everyone from college kids to late night radio DJs. It even ended up getting a shout out on Family Guy of all places.
I don't know what else. Wait,
Even your grandma probably saw it. Maybe she even enjoyed it. We'll never know. By 2009, Rotten.com updates slowed down. The web was changing. YouTube was rising. MySpace was thriving. People were discovering you could traumatize each other socially, not just visually. Finally, in 2012, the site stopped updating, quietly fading into digital oblivion, like a forgotten LiveJournal post about how nobody understands me, coupled with some My Chemical Romance lyrics and a gif of Edward Scissorhands. But given the topic, maybe Edward Penis Hands would be more accurate. No, really, that's a real porn parody. I won't be reviewing it. What we can observe is that its legacy outlived the gore, influencing debates about censorship, free speech, and what content should even be allowed online. To this day, it's something that the British government are lobbying against. I won't share my views on the matter, but you can probably guess where I stand already. Rotten.com became less of a website and more of a mirror, reflecting our morbid curiosity and our love for pressing the I shouldn't click this button. And yes, we all clicked it. Look, I really wanted to see Donald Duck on crack. That title alone sold me. Rotten.com may be gone, but its DNA lives on. Every don't Google this thread, every cursed image subreddit, every top 10 disturbing videos found on the web owe something to that little HTML nightmare. It walked so 4chan could run. It ran so Live League could sprint. You couldn't underestimate how much of a pioneer Rotten.com was in viewing the absolute worst humanity had to offer. Rotten.com was the internet's original haunted house, and despite its horrors, it proved one thing. We're all just morbidly curious hairless apes with a LAN connection. So, next time you complain about social media being toxic, remember, at least it doesn't open with a celebrity autopsy and a 56k modem chime. Hit like for emotional damage, subscribe for therapy referrals, and as always, clear your browser history.